Time now for your JCTV Daily News Update with the latest in news.
Construction for Jamestown's new $52 million hospital is officially underway.
Covering your local weather.
Just how cold, you ask? Well, the temperature is above zero, but just barely at 2 degrees, and that's without the wind.
And the latest in Jimmy athletics.
Junior Allie Edwards had 13 kills leading the team.
For your JCTV Daily News Update, here's Lyndon Schmidt.
Hello and welcome to your JCTV Daily News Update. I'm Lyndon Schmidt. On the update today, we've got a very special guest to talk about the political and economic state that North Dakota is in right now. But first, I'm going to tell everybody about a little situation that happened recently. North Dakota's Supreme Court ruled a white girl who used racial slurs to taunt a black classmate isn't protected by the U.S. Constitution's free speech guarantees. A juvenile court judge ruled the 14-year-old girl who was white had committed disorderly conduct when she used a slur against a 17-year-old black girl. The confrontations occurred last February in a bathroom during a Valley City school dance and later at a local pizza parlor. An attorney for the 14-year-old girl argued her client was within her free speech rights by using the slur. But the Supreme Court ruled her statements were, quote, fighting words, end quote, intended to provoke a violent reaction, and they weren't protected by the First Amendment. In local news, the Jamestown City Council has decided to use half of the proceeds from a 1% city sales tax for infrastructure improvements. The council also extended the tax until 2022, and the sales tax has been used exclusively for economic development. Beginning March 1st, half will be used to reduce special assessments for work on streets and sewer systems. I'm going to stop messing around right now and get to what everybody's been waiting for. With me today is John R. McNeil II, and we're going to be talking about some political and economic issues in North Dakota. John, thanks for being patient. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing all right there, Lyndon.
Good, good. Well, let's dive right into some questions. The three-time senator, Democratic Senator Byron Dorgan, is retiring. He won't be running again. And the governor, Republican Governor Hoeven, is running and might take his spot. What do you think about that?
Well, it is quite a surprise that Byron Dorgan would resign his seat. He is quite a senior senator on several key committees to the state of North Dakota, and in fact has used his influence in order to gain North Dakota spending money and on the farm bills of the recent years. Now, Governor Hoeven is very popular, but has different stances and would come in as a junior senator and would not hold such powerful positions on those committees. Thus, North Dakota could actually lose some influence.
Okay, and we don't have a whole lot right now.
Not prospectively, but not as far as population-wise, but as far as in the Congress, Dorgan and Conrad and Pomeroy, because of their senior positions, hold massive influence.
Okay, and what does this mean for the Senate as a whole, as far as the majority?
As far as majority goes, it is a big concern for the Democrats, because losing Conrad along with Dobbs and several others leads to the Republicans being able to pick up seats because of the health care debate and the crisis around that with trying to pass it, and the move has pushed people towards the Republican Party.
Okay, and we were talking about this earlier. You said that people like Hoeven, so the Democrats are going to need a pretty strong candidate to counter this guy.
He is very popular in the state. He is a very successful governor, been elected many times, longest running governor in this currently, and he holds people's opinions and is viewed mostly as a moderate. So the Democrats would need to split the Tea Party conservatives against the moderates in order to hopefully defeat Hoeven.
Okay. And you mentioned something about some remarks that Hoeven made.
Well, Hoeven made a couple of remarks, one regarding the economy, in which an interpretation from somebody not from North Dakota could take it that Hoeven said that the national economy is driving down North Dakota's economy, forgetting the fact that for every dollar created of North Dakota's economy, it is supplemented by 4 of the national economy.
Okay. That's interesting. Also, the new job stimulus bill that Obama is looking to pass, what is this going to mean for North Dakota if it goes through?
It would mean more in the energy sector jobs and infrastructure jobs, but the bill itself will be more geared towards the Rust Belt, the Northeast, the West Coast, try to get those economies back up. Those are the hardest hit right now. And also they would be gearing, there's a big fight in the Senate right now to get a bill, provision into the bill where a certain percentage of the jobs would be created would be American jobs and would be purchasing the materials from American companies. This is alluded to the Francis Perkins provisions in the New Deal bills that stated that so many percent had to be American made and union made.
Okay, okay. Well, there you have it, everybody. Good job.
Thank you.
Let's get into some campus news now. Volunteers for this year's Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, or VITA, have been working around the clock this past month as they aid students and community members in filing their taxes. Here's Callie Merrill with some info on how things are going.
The VITA program has been around for quite some time here at JC.
In the 80s, our former department chair, Bill Clout, worked a little bit with it, and they did returns on a small scale. But, you know, I just kind of made it bigger. When I started, we maybe did 30 returns a year. But then once we started using the computer system in the late 90s, that's when it really just exploded. And now we do about 250 a year instead of 30.
The best thing about VITA is that it is mostly a student-run program provided free of charge.
It feels good to help people in the community and other students to do their taxes for them for free, and they're able to come here and we do a good job for them and our services to them. It is all volunteers, so it's good to give back to them, and doing something that we learned to do in the classroom, we can go and help our community in the meantime as well.
The program is open to students from JC as well as community members.
Low-income and elderly people are able to take advantage of our free e-filing service. We both prepare the returns and e-file them at no charge, which means that people that wouldn't otherwise seek out assistance are able to get some help. You know, they are not hanging out there by themselves trying to figure it out. And it certainly has gotten more complicated, so it's nice that we can help them out.
The program's popularity has increased, so setting up an appointment is crucial.
Well, we were open every Saturday in February and one Tuesday, the 16th. However, we book up really fast, and so we're actually full and have no more appointments available. So, I mean, it's really great that people want to take advantage of this, and we're doing the best we can to squeeze everyone in and work with the community, but we only have so many volunteers, so that's not always possible.
Nice piece, Callie. Thank you. Let's switch gears to weather now. Tonight we'll see a low of 11 degrees with light winds, less than 5 miles per hour actually. Friday afternoon we'll get back up into the 20s like it did today at 22 degrees. More barely mentionable winds will keep it feeling warmer than we're used to right now. And the chance of snow will be around 30% Friday night with a low of 11 degrees. And in Jimmy sports, men's and women's track and field teams left town this afternoon to start competition in the Dakota Athletic Conference Indoor Championships Friday and Saturday. Many of these men and women have been training since August for the next couple of days, so we wish them good luck, and we'll have in-depth results right here on your JCTV Monday update. We've also got men's and women's basketball games at home Friday and Saturday. Tomorrow night the Jimmies will host Mayville State, then follow up hosting Dakota State Saturday night. These are big conference games at the end of the season, so get to the Civic Center and show them your support. And that's the broadcast for everybody here at the Jamestown College Student Media Center. This has been Lyndon Schmidt and John McNeil with your JCTV Daily News Update, connecting the campus with the community.